Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. So glad to have you here again. Welcome to part 6 of the Stardew tutorial. I know it's been about 2.5 weeks since I uploaded the last video. I do apologize. Life's been kind of rough for me the last couple of weeks, so I've had to. No, I told everybody that I know, take care of your health and all that good stuff. So that's what I've been doing. So glad I'm glad I got over all that stuff. So we're going to go ahead and play some more games. Get back into Stardew Valley, of course. And the last time we left off, we had just purchased all of our strawberry seeds. Or I was about to say sunflower, and set up that patch. Now, like you said, when I did that, I did it with the assumption that you're going to be able to buy somewhat, not quite as many as I did, but a reasonable amount. Oh, one of my friends just sent me a message on Steam. Well, so yeah, like I said, I set up all those strawberry seeds. Now the rough part of it is, depending on how you followed along with me up to this point, is that you're going to have a considerable amount of stuff to do. Much like what I've got going right now. So let's see. Watering can, I'm definitely going to have to water the heck out of everything. Now I have been planting other stuff in the interim. I'm just double checking what I have because I can't remember what seeds and stuff I had. Oh, more mail. Jody's cauliflower quest. Okay. So we're gonna pick everything first. This will help out a little bit. And I'm gonna grab these. Okay, so those right there, the horseradish and everything, those are actually going to not give us farming experience. It's going to give us foraging experience, but the foraging will come in very handy. So now the big thing that I've got going here is because I've got such a large patch of everything, it's going to take a lot of time and effort to water this. So rain days are at a premium for us. I don't expect that you've planted nearly as many strawberries as I have. I've kind of gotten a little aggressive with it. But if you manage to plant as many as I did, you'll be in good shape. And I said, some of you might have gone ahead and kind of jumped forward at this point. I know a couple people have said they were waiting for me to post the video. So again, like I said, I apologize for everyone who's waiting for me. But I do have this video and at least one other one I'll have over the course of the next week. So that should help speed things along again. So yeah, like I said, it's a pretty big endeavor. You notice how fast my energy is going down, so it's going to be a lot of watering. I mean, it's as you can see, I'm already mostly drained of my energy. Some of my vegetables and things that I pick up are actually going to go into my energy. Which is unfortunate, but I'm going to need it. Like I said, it'll be worth it in the end because strawberries are worth so much experience, and they'll sprout a couple of times over the course of the season. Like I said, look at that. I'm like, what, 75% depleted there? Yeah, I'm about 75% depleted. Or 66%. And it's still a lot of energy that I've used up. Okay, so Jody wants the cauliflower for her quest. So I'm gonna keep a couple of everything here. Well, I've got a cauliflower here already. Let's see. I'm gonna keep stuff for energy here. I gotta see if I have anything I can. It's going to be worth eating. I might not have anything really worth eating right now. I've got some forageables up here. Like, I can make more of these, the forageables, because I've got enough of those. Well, let's go ahead and sell off some of this. Like I said, this will help the money situation. Let's sell off everything with the stars on it, at least. With the exception of the silver cauliflower, I'm actually going to give that to Jody. Actually, no. I forgot that quest. I don't need to. And give her a regular one. Then, like I said, we can make more of these and plant 10 more. It said those, that'll be the last of those I'm gonna plant, and then yeah, we're gonna plant the potato seeds. I'll see how many more I'm gonna need here. 1, 2, 3, 4. I only need 4. Cool. All right. Not gonna need any more of these because I've only got 8 days left, 9 days left. So yeah, I'm not gonna need more of those. I'll go ahead and I'm gonna sell the majority of them. I'm actually gonna eat these cauliflowers because I need it. I'll keep the other one for Jody because I'm going into town anyway. So drop the watering can off. We'll go see Gunther since I'm going that way. Now we'll take care of the geodes. Actually, do I want to do the geodes? I probably don't. I mean, I've got salmon berries for energy too, so I mean, don't get me wrong, but probably just do some fishing today. It looks like. Well, trying to decide if I want to go fishing or go to the mines because I've got to really like crank. I think. Yeah, I'll go take care of that quest for Jody, and then I'll see what else is available. I'm gonna go to the mine. Yeah, let me go ahead and. I don't think I had. Okay, good. I didn't have any quests laying around. The downside, I don't remember if I have any food in the mine though, because it's been a couple of weeks since I touched the save file. So, but I'm gonna buy. I gotta buy more potato seeds. So, I'm gonna buy more than. Let's see. I got what 6 days is gonna put me on the 25th. So, buy one more. I think I only need 5. If I need more, I can get them in a day or 2. Yeah, a lot of times, especially with a game like this, if you... Okay, good, I can drink this for the hell of it. I could have saved it for Sam. Oh, sorry! And... You know what? Give that to the kid just because she's on the way. Oh, nice, another one. Ooh. Yeah, we'll go ahead and give these to Gunther. Donate to the museum. Or scroll. I gotta go to back to the farm anyway, so we'll collect our rewards. I'll just take the seeds. I say he'll hold the rest of it. So. It's not like we're gonna lose anything by doing that. Yeah, you wonder why I gave that random flower to the kid. Like I said, I haven't been really focusing on my relationships, but you know, if I have something like that, I can give it to them real quick and be done with it. Go visit Jody real quick. I think she should still be at her house. Oh, Sam. I was gonna grab the trash cans. Good thing I did. She should still be up here, like doing her dishes or something. Nope. All right. Well, wasted a little bit of time. Not a whole lot, but I want to try to get into the mine for a couple of hours just to grab stuff and try to see if I can crank out the next 5 levels. Although I've already wasted half the day. I still have to fish a lot too. I mean, what was my skills at? I still have to fish a bit too because I want to get the fishing level up. Let's go ahead and plant these potato seeds. And we'll put the rest of these in here. I'll put that away, put that away. Take those with me just in case. I do have to make it... Oh, that's right too, I got the silo. Okay, so I can come back later and I'll be able to chop all this grass down and get food for the animals. Yeah, when you build the silo, once you build the silo, your scythe becomes a harvesting tool on top of cutting tool, so it makes it really nice to be able to go and chop up some stuff on the farm, like the grass, for instance. The grass will turn into food. I'm gonna grab this on my way because I don't want to make a detour when I come back. And getting 240 food, it might seem like, well, geez, there's not 240 pieces of grass. You don't get food every single time you chop the grass, but you will fill up that one silo very quickly. It's disgusting how fast it fills up. I'm gonna grab, pretty much gonna grab everything. I'm gonna stick to stuff I'm not gonna use in the bottom here. Alright, where am I? 40? Alright. Let's try to get to 45. I am gonna grab the boxes. Downside, though, to this particular area is, even though we got the copper axe, the copper pickaxe here, it still takes 2 whacks, so you're gonna use up energy pretty quick. But it'll get your mining experience up a little bit too. Yes, at this point with the strawberries, with the amount of energy you're going to use up, you have to kind of judge for yourself what you want to do. Like, you need a lot of iron, because we want to build a oh, wrong one. We want to be able to build the stable. That will allow us to have a horse, and that will increase our movement speed significantly. Alright, we need to eat. We need to eat. Like I said, I'm already on the 3rd level, so hopefully if I get to 45 and then hopefully pick up some iron. Like I said, to make the stable, you need 5 iron bars and 100 pieces of hardwood. The hardwood actually won't be so bad. It's the iron, because you have to be down here to do it. So iron harvesting is definitely kind of slow sometimes. Like I said, this trident is so overkill. I know I got that cherry bomb. I'm kind of holding on to it until level 44. That's when I'm probably really going to need it. Now you're noticing I'm not really filling up my energy that fast either. I'm only going for 5 levels right now, so I just want to make it down there, and this will give me the opportunity to be able to go further and get more iron. It's all about the iron right now. And the cherry bomb is going to come in handy here, because I'm pretty sure I'm going to have a very large amount of rocks I can blow out with one hit. Or at least try. And breaking those crystals, you can do it with your weapon. It doesn't cost any energy that way. And occasionally they'll drop a piece of refined quartz or something. So it's a nice little helper. Like I said, we need iron, we need gold too. That's the other thing. So that's kind of why we're trying to get through the dungeons. Because when we hit level 6 on our farming, we're going to try to build quality sprinklers. And quality sprinklers require gold and iron. So it doesn't require much of it, but it's still enough where It's still going to be plenty enough because for every one that we want to build, we need 1 bar. So, you know, we're definitely going to need enough ore to cover that. There we go, 45. And I got a bonus out of that. Alright. Well, like I said, quick 5 levels. Quick 5 levels is all we need there. Hold on a sec, guys, sorry. I have to blow off my glasses real quick. Ah! Downside of wearing glasses sometimes. Okay, so take a quick stock of everything you got here. If you got anything that says Gunther on it, then remember to keep it and give it to him when you see him. We'll drop those back in there, or drop that back in there. And take everything else back to the farm with me. So the nice thing about that was I picked up a lot of goodies. And we're going to pick up some more foraging here. Nice. Forageable. Forageable is always nice. Pick up that couple extra experience points in the foraging, because we need level 6 foraging too. Even though I don't think I talked about it too much. We want to be able to get lightning rods for the summer. That requires iron as well, so, you know, here's the, you're starting to hear the pattern there. We need iron, iron, iron. And since I got time, we'll go to the beach. Hey, so if it took you longer or you weren't quite able to do what I did there and just hit 5 levels, it's fine. Go fishing if you have your fishing rod with you. I didn't bring mine with me, but nice, a book. Starfish? Oh, we've already got one because we got a description on it. So that's a good way to check if you've turned into something. If it says Gunther can tell you more about it, then you haven't turned it in. If you have something like that, where it's got a description, then you've turned it in already. Nice way to just do a quick gut check on that part. And of course we can pick up some more coral because we still need to make a lot of money too. It's going to cost a lot to make the silo. Not the silo, the stable. The stable requires a lot of money on top of the resources that we have to farm. So definitely one of those things that's going to take some time. But since we got a couple of pieces of jade here, I'm going to sell a couple of those. I'll need to keep one for Gunther. Alright, so like I said, that's going to be your pattern now. You're going to water your strawberries, try to eat what you can to recover your energy. All that good stuff. It says sell 2 of those. We'll sell these off. Sell those off. Sell this because it has that description on it. I'll sell that because it's money. I'm going to hold on to that because it's actually energy. And the rest of this... yeah, the rest of the stuff I'll hold on to. Let's see here. Trying to see where I'm storing everything else right now. Alright. I know those I've gotten in here, so we'll drop that in here. So I got a couple extra geodes here. These geodes bring different materials than these, so it's a nice thing to have. Alright, scythe now. We'll go ahead and fill up that. Take some time to fill up our silo a little bit. Like I said, this is a good time to chop this grass. Now we can do it. And you see that little symbol that pops up over your head, it's hay, and if you look at the bottom of the screen, bottom left hand, you'll see that you're getting hay. As long as you keep doing it in a continual motion, you'll see it stacking up. Like you'll notice I'm not getting hay every single piece of grass I'm hitting, but I am getting a significant amount of hay. Get out of the way. And we're going to do this until, you know, I pick up a couple hundred. There's more grass on your farm than you have capacity in your first silo. Eventually you have to build a second silo, but if you chop this grass down now, not only is it making it easier on you to get around your farm, but like I said, you're putting resources into something that you need. So ideally, you want to have a little bit of everything on your farm. Like I said, it's not a necessity. Most people will tend to play the game however they feel comfortable. Like, let's go ahead and clear some of these rocks too, and make it easier to move around. Like, so when I start doing this, where I'm like going around and finally chopping up stuff, I'll actually take a few hours in the nighttime before I have to end the game day, and then I'll just chop up rocks and stuff, and usually pick up a few more things. And plus, the experience points that you get from chopping up stuff helps too. And then it finally gives you an opportunity to clear the farm up a little bit. And as you can see, I've already cleared a pretty significant amount of space there. Not a bad haul at all, friends. It's just a little bit at a time. It's going to take you some time to do it. Try not to stay up too late and use up too much energy, but hopefully I get most of my energy back. Right at midnight, I shouldn't have too much of a problem. But yeah, those cauliflowers are a lot of money, which is why we wanted to grow them. And so the foraging, the ones that we grew, plus everything else we picked up. So like I said, this is a pretty good run. I mean, we got a little bit of everything there. 3,000 gold. I'm going to try to keep this video roughly about an hour, so yeah, I might run a little bit over, but... So we'll do like a couple of days here. Alright, let's see what we got. Neutral spurts today. And let's see, we got that. Okay, so we got one more cauliflower. So we'll drop that in there, and bonus on the green bean. Like I said, this is pretty much your morning in the game. It's just lots of watering. Go ahead and fill up the watering can. Okay, so once we get the level 6 farming, it'll make this so much easier. Because like I said, we'll be able to build the proper sprinklers that we need and make it so we only have to water the very first day of the month, and then the farm kind of runs itself a little bit, and it frees you up to do other stuff. I gotta remember to go down to the forest and pick more. Come on. I gotta remember to go down to the forest and pick more spring onions as well. We still want to get those because, you know, we still want to be able to have some extra energy. We'll probably eat most of the ones we pick up because we're going to probably go fishing or something. Or I might spend some time chopping some stumps to get some hardwood today because it's a good day to do that on the farm. Like I said, we have a lot of resources we have to farm now, and we've got the tools for it. So, have I been keeping the green beans at all? I'll hold on to one just in case. I got a funny feeling that I want to hold on to one. Oh, wait a minute. I got enough to make one of those. Go ahead and make some, we'll go ahead and make an iron and a copper, since we kind of need them. So yeah, it's like I said, you're probably not going to be following along exactly at this point because there's going to be different things that you're going to have to do. Like I said, right now I'm looking for the copper ores. That's an easy one. Like I said, I'm gonna handle the game differently. You will from this point. Everybody's going to be a little bit different here at this point because of of the way the game plays out. And so we need 10,000 gold for the backpack. We need 10,000 gold for a stable. And I'm picking up a lot of garbage items, which isn't bad. I mean, those will eventually come in handy, so I don't ever complain about the garbage items like that. Oh, excuse me. Ooh. Sorry about that. I said there are a lot of items we are going to have to start crafting too. Oh, good. We got some good spring onions today. Let's see if there's anything floating around over here I can pick up real quick. And so I'm going to run around the valley and go do a little foraging real quick, and then I'm going to spend some time on the farm. Like I said, I want to clean up some of the stuff on there. Now's a good time to do it. I still need to hit the mines a lot, but I do need to work on some of the other resources too, so it's a balancing act. There's going to be one good day to do the mines, hopefully coming up, where we'll really be able to hyper-focus on it. So I'm hoping that will come up in the next day or two, where I'll be able to crank out more than 5 levels. Like I said, we got to get down to level 90, which is a very steep dive into the mines still. And we need an iron axe to chop that big stump, so we can't even deal with that thing yet. It's again, the iron keeps coming back up. Iron. You need lots of it. Alright, so let's go ahead and do the damage on as much stuff as we can here. And again, this is the part where we kind of start clearing up the farm a little bit. We want to clean up grass and whatever stuff we can get a hold of here. And I said the hay is going to be a big thing because I really need to make sure I fill that silo up. Because we do want to try to get a coop going too. Making coop animals in general in this game aren't a bad idea. It's a little bit of extra management, but they mostly take care of themselves. There's only a couple things that you actually have to do, and it's just mostly harvesting stuff. And so go after these stumps. And so I'm going to be cleaning up a lot of this today. Like I said, I could be in the mines, but I'm going to really kind of try to... Oh, I'm out of energy. Whoa! Okay, time to eat. Like I said, the spring onions I picked up are pretty much just going towards this. The only downside about these stumps is they only provide 2 hardwood at a time, so you're definitely going to need an iron axe to completely get enough to do what you need to do. But it's a nice start. And I said we're gonna clear up a lot of this stuff too, so like a lot of this stuff's just gonna go away eventually. I've put a serious dent in it today, especially with the grass. And the nice thing about grass is it will grow back over time, especially if you leave a tiny little bit of it behind. And the nice thing is it doesn't use up any energy, so you can do this as much as you want. And if you're wondering how much hay that you've accumulated, you can always just walk up to your silo and act like you're talking to it, and it'll tell you how much you have. such a beautiful mess I'm making now. Oh crap, I forgot to check the mushroom. I forgot to check the mushroom cave. Like, I completely forgot about that. I'm looking at my... The only reason why I remember I had the mushroom cave is because once you make 25,000, like Demetrius will ask you about that, so I'm not even harvesting my mushrooms. So guess what? Star's gonna go get his mushrooms. Alright, I think I got 240 hay, but this is not giving me any more. Actually, you know what? Let's go ahead and dump some of the stuff we have and go check our mushrooms. Because if we have a mushroom, if we have mushrooms in our cave, then that'll give us some extra energy too. Alright, so we got a good amount of hardwood. Yeah, let's go check. I forgot about my mushroom cave. Oh yeah. Alright, so the red one we can't eat, but the regular ones, these ones here, these are good energy. This is 38 each, so this is going to fill us up. We're going to be able to do more stuff. Totally forgot about this. Normally I use these to sell, but at this point we're going to be using these to eat every day. It's a red mushroom. Well, it's a good idea to hold on to a few of the red mushrooms and things like that, but at this point I think I'm just going to sell them. Or eat them. Alright, let's clear some more weeds and get some of this other stuff out of the way. And so I want to focus on the stumps as best as I can, so I'm going to try to get down here and knock out the few of them that are down here. But if stuff like this is in my way, then go ahead and just break it down. So the nice thing about the weeds is they don't cost any energy, so I can chop these all day long. Yeah, why not, right? Go ahead and clean it up. I know it makes everything look a little barren as well, but and the reason why I'm focusing more on the rocks than anything than the wood is that it's going to help my mining skills too, which we need more mining skills. So, and plus the rocks are more of a pain in the rear end. Is that all the medium-sized stumps in this part? I think so. Yeah, I've done a pretty good job of clearing up stuff. I don't want to chop any more grass. Like I said, I think I'm at 240 there. So once you hit 240, you kind of don't want to chop any more grass because you don't want to lose the ability to get more hay. Chop some regular trees now. Go ahead and clear more space on the farm. And so you'll see this as you go along. You'll be like, well, let's go ahead and do this. Especially since I got the energy and it's early enough in the night. And let's go check this out. I think I'm at 240 here. Yep, there we go. Look at that. Max it out already. So yeah, so you don't want to chop any more grass if you can help it. Those mushrooms really saved me. I'm able to chop a lot more trees. And this helps your foraging experience too, so it's another good thing. I'll go ahead and chop this one. I'm chopping these ones mainly just to get a clearance on this side of the farm because it's kind of hard to see around this stuff sometimes. So I like to make sure I can see around it. All right, so we didn't do too bad today. And so if you're hurting for money, you can always sell some of your materials. Try not to, but there's some gold in there. I gotta pull that out. Put the gold in there. Put that in there. I'm gonna sell the red mushroom just because I want to make a little bit of money. All right. Now, hopefully it'll rain in the next day or two. A lot of times we'll get one more rain. Oh, right. Level 5. Yes. Okay. So, for the purposes of this, I'm going to pick Gatherer because the double chance of foraged items really comes in handy, especially if you're looking for energy. This one here, Forester, is nice because it will let you sell the wood for more, and plus an all wood. That means including the hardwood. But it also gives you the ability to unlock a skill that lets you randomly find hardwood for chopping trees down. But that's level 10. By that point, you probably don't need it. You can go whichever one you're comfortable with. I'm going to choose Gatherer because I like to double the items. So like if you pick up like a daffodil, sometimes you'll get 2 of them, etc. So it's really nice. And it even means certain other things like the mushrooms you find laying around. Alright, let's see. Tomorrow's going to be another sunny day. We're going to try to go to the mine today. Radish salad. So we learned how to cook a new recipe. And look, we got our first supply of strawberries. This is going to give us such a big boost to our farming experience. This is craziness. This is why we did this. Not only that, but strawberries are really, really good money. I'm talking really good money. So I'm going to sell these ones. And plus they're good energy too if you need the energy. We just picked up so much freaking money and experience there, it's ridiculous. You know, and like I said, strawberries too also have a very slight chance of yielding 2 strawberries. So some of those plants might have given us more than 1. And I have no problem with that. But yeah, the amount of experience points we just got, like I said, the amount of money we just picked up for the ones that we sold with the stars on them. Yeah, so just so much money right there, man. So much money. I said that's what makes it worth it. For all the aggravation you're putting yourself through having the water like this. I said your farming levels will finally start skyrocketing. I get the feeling I'm probably going to have to buy some parsnips because it looks like these potatoes, I think these were potatoes that I planted. It looks like these might pop up pretty soon. These are either potatoes or parsnips. But yeah, when you get towards the end of the month, end of the season, you can say month or season. But when you get towards the end, sometimes you have to look at how many days you have left and decide what plants you wanted to plant. So like today would be what I would consider the cutoff for potatoes because it takes 6 days. And plant them today, they would spawn on the 27th or I can't remember because sometimes they'll spawn on the 28th, but you have to make sure that you give yourself enough time to grow them out. So, and again, these are just extra foraging. All right, so we're gonna eat a couple of our strawberries. I'm gonna save what I can for other stuff, but we have to go visit Clint today because we want to turn in the copper to him for the quest. We don't actually have to turn it into him. I mean, we just have to do that, drop it right back in there, hear the ping, walk and talk to him, and collect the money from him. But since we're going that way, we'll go see Gunther again. Always a good idea to go see Gunther. I'm not going to go to the spring onions because I want to give myself as much time as possible to go to the mine. And I'm gonna go check the calendar real quick because I keep thinking about a festival. I don't remember. Okay, it's on Tuesday, so I don't have to worry about it quite yet. Oh god, I want the money for it, but I don't want to take the time to go fishing right now. My time is all about the mining. However, if you are in a situation where the fishing's more optimal for you right now, definitely, if you get a quest like that, go for it. The carp, you catch it up to the mountain lake. So let's see Gunther first, go turn these in. Because we always want to turn stuff into him whenever we can. This quest is the longest and hardest one in the game. Just because of the amount of time it takes to find everything to give Gunther. I'll drink it just because. I'll drink it just to give me that last little bit of energy. Grab that just because. You see how I just got 2 daffodils there? And that's from that level 5 foraging boost I picked up. So remember to go around the counter to do this. There you go. Pick up that extra money from him. Now they said we'll go up to the mines. I'm going to try to do 10 levels today. I don't know if I'm going to do it. But that's the goal. The goal is to get 10 levels. So we're going to try to get to 55. Probably won't happen, but oh, more daffodils. See, I picked up 3 more daffodils for the 2 of those, so I doubled one again. And I said that's just going to give me more money. Because when I sell those daffodils, I said I picked up 2 additional ones I normally wouldn't have got. This makes it that much more profitable. I mean, it's only like, what, 20 gold or something like that, or 30 gold, but so you gotta think about it, that's an extra, 50 I wouldn't have got it with. And we'll grab all of our stuffs again. 45. Don't spend too much time killing stuff. Even if you found a trident or something like that that can be used to kill stuff faster. And I'm going to avoid the big rocks just because I want to conserve my energy. Even though I wouldn't mind the extra stone, but come on. Getting down to at least level 50 is our goal. Ideally, I want to get 55, but we're going to use up so much energy breaking rocks, though, so it's going to... Yeah, there we go. And of course, we're going to take this iron, since it's relatively close. Don't go too far out of your way when you're trying to grind levels. Oh, look, how convenient. We picked up another artifact, so awesome. We got something else to give to Gunther. And then this right here, this root here, since this is something I can eat, I'll use that just to give myself a couple extra cheap energy points. And so we do want the iron, so I'm going to go out of my way a little bit, but I'm not going to run around the entire level because, like I said, we're going for vertical momentum here. Kill these guys because even with like the regular sword that you might have had, it's still worth going after those. on. Let me have the way out, please. Yes, I use up so much energy. I almost want to do, if I had the time, I would try to get the iron pickaxe, but right now that's really not a feasible thing. Losing 2 days. Oh boy, I'm out of energy. Losing 2 days worth of mining is not a good idea right now. I mean, the other thing is too, if we have a bunch of stone, we can build staircases to kind of push our way through here, but it's a big waste of stone to do it. So I tend not to recommend that. I'm having trouble finding the staircase. Oh good, more food. Yay! I'll put this stuff down here, so... There we go. Alright, so this is a nice level because we have the opportunity to at least get down to level... Oh look, there's a staircase already. Cool. We can get down to level 50 real easy now. It's also got a treasure room here, so let's see what we can pick up. Nothing too extraordinary. I said again, looking for iron. Alright, so at least we got level 50 out of the deal. And new boots. So we'll replace our current boots with the better ones. And keep going and see if I can... Don't know if I've got the energy for... Actually, I don't think I do have the energy for it. I don't think I'm going to make the next level. Oh, maybe not. I picked up a crystal fruit, which is... Oh god, these stupid ghosts. These stupid ghosts will keep coming at you. So eventually you will have to kill them off, but... Oh nice, it picked up a refined quartz. It's actually really, really handy. I mean, crystal fruit was a real nice blessing in disguise. Because that's a super good food to have. Just grab the iron and go. Super good food to find. It's 63 energy. So, I just got myself a new lease on life. Alright, now, this level here, even though there's not train tracks on it, minecart tracks. Oh nice, we got another Thor scroll. Well, like I said, even though there's no minecart tracks, this is just like the one that would have the minecart. There's an automatic exit at the end of this. So, you really don't have to stop. Pretty cool. But, alright. Oh, got so much stuff. So many monsters. These little black things here, they're called dust sprites. The reason why I've been going out of my way to kill them, and it's something that I would recommend, is that there's a quest that is in Marlin's Adventurers Guild, that if you kill enough of them, you get this item. It's one of the best items in the game, in my opinion. It basically doubles all the loot drops that monsters give you. But in order to do it, you have to kill 500 of those. So it takes a lot of time to do it. Definitely not something that's for the faint of heart. In fact, I spend a lot of time running back and forth through the ice parts of the mine here just to farm those guys for that purpose. It does take a little bit of time to do it. Like I said, you'll be spending quite a few game days down here just running back and forth because they don't tend to pop up in very high numbers very often. Like, you might run into like 10 or 15 of them at a time. But on what I would consider a lucky break on those, if you can manage to run into like 30 of them at one time, that really, really helps. Like I said, killing 500 of them is not a small task. Okay, cool. We found the way out. We'll go. Oh my god. Oh, we got some extras. I'm just going to see if there's any more irons down here real quick. One more. I need the iron, so... Alright, so level 54. This is one of these messy levels, so... Oh, we got the way out already, so... Oh, nice. And of course we're going to grab all the copper because it's here. Yes, we still need lots of copper too. We're going to need lots of every metal in the game. Like I said, my focus is iron, but if I run into giant loads of copper like that, I'm going to go for it. In a situation like this too, you can just run past the one monster. Hopefully he doesn't poison you. So in my situation there, I just ran right by him. Come on. Alright, good. We're going to make level 55, and it's 10 o'clock, so that's actually really good. Like I said, the slimes are the other thing. You need to kill, like, thousands of them. Oh, looks like I'm winning extra innings here. Alright, leave the mine. So I'm going to leave the one dwarf scroll here. The reason why, because eventually I'm going to use those for gifts for a particular thing in the game. I'll leave the boots here because I can give those to Marlin to sell them for a couple extra gold. Everything else is going to come with me. Oh, hold on. I remember Trident over here. And we're going to run on home. Remember to collect our mushrooms. But that was really good. I picked up 41 iron in that trip. That is amazing. And plus we picked up some new artifacts, which is absolutely amazing as well because we need the artifacts. And the fact that I picked up my third dwarf scroll is really, really nice. And we picked up another artifact. We got a skeleton hand. Alright. I've only got room for one more item, so I'm going to have to empty out my inventory first real quick. Just clear a couple of things. So I can go pick up the mushrooms. Nice! They said the different mushrooms have different healing properties and values, like the regular mushrooms. They said if you're hurting for energy, keep the regular mushrooms at least. They'll be the most useful to you. Yeah, we'll keep the regular mushrooms. I'm gonna sell these because I don't really need to hold on to these yet. And yeah, let me get the coal out so I can at least start cooking some of those. Have I started collecting these yet? Nope. Alright. Put those there. Put that there. Put that there. And the rest of the stuff I'm going to sell. Oh. Now the rest of the stuff I'm going to sell. That'll give me all kind of extra money. Hey, doggo. And level 4 farming. That's awesome right there. Preserves jar is really nice too. I would recommend building one or two of these. Actually, there's a couple of things we need to build now. that we're going to use to get more stuff. But yeah, the preserves jars I definitely would recommend building at least one or two of them right off the bat, because you can convert some of the vegetables you have into pickles and jellies, which sell for more than what the vegetable is worth. And we picked up a combat bonus and the mining. That's pretty good. Beat up on so much stuff. Alright, so there we go. See? Those just that little bit of strawberries. Like, I kept the rest of them, but just that little bit we sold was worth 2,000 gold. So we're definitely rolling in money now. We've almost got 10,000. Alright, tomorrow's going to be sunny. Spirits are neutral again. More iron. Gotta have the iron. And then back to watering. Yeah, definitely at this point, I'm probably going to have to buy some parsnip seeds just to cover myself on those potatoes there that I planted that look like they're about ready to sprout. Nope, out of water again. So only 8 more game days of this. And we're gonna keep working on this iron because I wanna keep cooking the ores, so since I'm up here, it's easy just to go in and switch them real quick. Now I do have to think about potentially making another silo here, so silo's not going to be that hard to make. I think I just need more. I think I just need 5 copper. Yeah, it's the clay I'm worried about. I don't know if I have 10 clay. Okay, I got 10 clay. So I have the 5. Okay, I got the 5 copper and 100 stone. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run up the Robin and get more siloage going. And yeah, I'm gonna go to the mine yet again. I'm gonna keep cranking the mine out because I need to. Alright, I'm gonna have to start carrying salmon berries with me because I need energy food, so I'll cut those in half. I'm not gonna go see Gunther today because I don't want to make the extra trip. But do that. 100 stone, 10 clay, we'll have enough for 1 more silo. And then also I am going to go grab more spring onions. So I'm going to take a detour, go grab the spring onions, and then that's what we got here. Gunther can tell you more about it. Hey, look! I got another artifact, baby. And we got a golden horseradish. Excellent. You know what? I'm going to drop those in there because I don't want to carry more than I have to. Hey, boo-boo. Now, yeah, it doesn't work on the spring onions, by the way. The doubling, unfortunately. There's a different thing for the spring onions at a later point in the game, but for right now, that's... We only got 3 today. I was hoping for more, but... I'm going to drop those in there. Actually, you know what? I can eat that right now. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go ahead and eat these. You know, I haven't forgotten about Jody, by the way. But like I said, there's certain things like I put them on low priority. We'll go back and do it eventually, though. But what I'm going to do now is I'm going to avoid everything else. I'm going to check the quest board, the bullet board real quick. And then I'm going to run up to Robin, go give her the materials, have her start a second silo for me. That's not what I wanted. Frost jellies, I'm going to be in there anyway, so I'll go ahead and take that. And I'm going to buy, just to be on the safe side, I'm going to buy 30 of them. Probably more than I need, but I think it's a lot more than I need, but I'd rather make sure I have enough. And whatever seeds you don't use, you know, there'll be a chance to use them at a later point in the game. Like the seeds don't go bad, so you just don't plant them. Just don't plant them off season. Yeah, we'll go see Robin here. I'm gonna have her build that second silo. Eventually we do want this coop, but you see how much we use up on stuff there, so it's not... Yeah, the stable, 10,100 hardwood, so that's the one that we really want. But yeah, we'll build this second silo. For now, I'm just gonna drop it right next to the house. So we're out of spring onions, but that's why we're bringing the salmon berries. Now the salmon berries are going to give us more energy anyways. I didn't want to have to start tearing into them, but I'm going to need them. For now, I'm going to put the parsnip seeds up in here. Oh, excuse me, sorry. Oof. Alright, 55. Let's go ahead and crank out another few levels here. And the quest that Mayor Lewis put up there, yeah, the slime quest is always in the mayor. Kill the 8 frost jellies. A lot of times you'll probably run into enough of them that killing that many of them won't be a problem. Jeez. I picked up another scroll. Awesome. And look, we picked up a free way out, so as part of our quest, we're just going to look for a couple of frost jellies. And pick up any iron we run into. Oh, nice. I am going to go check the rest of this level. I think there's something at the back of this level that I want. Can't remember 100%, but... Like I said, the salmon berries are 25 a pop for the energy, so like I say, eat 4 of them, that's 100 energy that you're giving yourself back. Which is normally enough. You don't have to eat a bunch of them. If you eat 4 of them, like I say, it gives you plenty of energy. Okay, this wasn't the level I was thinking about, but there's one of these levels. Oh, wait a minute. I think level 59 is a death spiral. Stupid ghost. These things take way too much damage. Yeah, I just had a scary thought the level 59 is the death spiral. If it is, I'm going to be in trouble. Yeah, this is another one of those levels. You see this kind of like weird rocky looking path here? This is another one that's one of those train track levels, the minecart levels. And they say it's just frozen over in this version, so. Yeah, that's the one I was thinking about. There's a little, the baggie that's down here. Yeah, level 59 is a death spiral. I'm glad I brought all the stuffs with me. Alright. Let's go ahead and do it. Get to it! This is gonna be... Yep, this is gonna be annoying. And because this is a death spiral, I'm gonna have to go to the end of it. Even though I don't want to. But like I said, we only want to do these levels once in our lives, so if you're gonna do it, might as well do it the first time. Chunk, 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 chunk. Chunk, 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 chunk. I'm gonna be chunking away at all these rocks. And I said, if I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do it right. I'm gonna just take everything with me. Alright, time to eat. This is the point I'm probably gonna eat more than 4 of them because I'm gonna fill up most of my energy here. Now the one bad thing that might happen is I get to the center and no more staircases show up and I have to run all the way back around to the front just to get down. So that's the downside of running a death spiral. Sometimes you end up having to run circles in it. It's 8 o'clock right now, and I'm still on the first leg of it here, so I'm hoping... I'm starting the second loop right now. So hopefully I can make it to the center pretty quick. You start the second loop once you start... Once your upward progress on the loop ends, that's when you're on the next loop. I'm eating energy so fast right now. This is disgusting. So it's gonna be nice though, because I'm gonna pick up some extra stuff. And so I'll pick up some random geodes and things, so it's not a total loss. I try to do this before it hits midnight. I want to be out of here. Oh good, I made it inside here before 10. This ought to be helpful. Another dwarf scroll? Holy crap. Alright, and we picked up every... Oh, hold on. What did I pick up? Well, I picked up a big glow ring, so we'll go ahead and put the glow ring... We'll go ahead and put the big glow ring on top of the small one. I'm going to need a little bit more energy here. Oh look, a cave carrot. I'll eat that for extra energy too. And we picked up a new weapon. Now this particular weapon here, the lead rod, it's a really, really heavy and slow weapon, but it does do a good bit of damage. Thing is, I probably wouldn't recommend it. I'm going to have to run back the other way or die. Yep! That was my biggest fear, is I'm going to have to run back around in circles. So like I said, I'm going to try to get out of here by midnight. Now the lead rod, like I said, if you really need it as a weapon, just realize it is very slow. That's the actual speed of it. But you can still do this little cheesy, like, super club hammer trick with it. It's the exact same speed that way, but it's a very, very miserably slow weapon. But it is very strong, too, so... It's up to you if you want to get it or not. Okay, so I'm going to try to get out of here by midnight. This is going to be tight, but I should, yep. I'm making it right at midnight. And we picked up a dagger. Now this dagger is unusual. The dagger is really weak, but it's fast and it has a high crit power. So... And, yep, alright, we're gonna get out of here. I wouldn't recommend selling it, since it's a one-of-a-kind weapon. Hold on to it. Yeah, then keep those in there, and grab the rest. Hurry home. So I picked up 31 more iron. So our iron supplies are very good. Our copper's looking pretty good. Our coal is not looking too good. I only picked up 19. For all the dust sprites I killed, they tried to drop a lot of coal. For all the dust sprites I killed, I didn't get a whole lot. But that's still a reasonable amount. And for all the rocks I broke, I've only got 98 stone to show for it. Alright, so yeah, once again, go pick up our mushrooms. Keep the regular ones. Now, tomorrow is the last festival of the season. So we're not going to be able to visit the forest at all tomorrow. So what you can do instead, you can't visit shops either, so there's no point in visiting Gunther or anything. And since we can't do the other stuff, you can go to the mines and try to blow your way down through it. This is actually a good time to do it. Or you can still just grind some more. I'm going to start selling some of these quartzes too, because I need to make a little bit of extra money. Yeah, that's the nice thing about having the boxes right next to each other. You can juggle easier. Alright, so I'm going to sell this stuff. It's, Jesus, 1 o'clock already. Okay, how am I doing on the actual physical time here? Okay, I think this is going to be where I end the video here, because I don't want to push it too much longer. I think it's been at least an hour since I started recording, so yeah. Alright, so anyway, let's see where I'm at. Alright, so we got a reasonable amount of iron. got our first load of strawberries. Tomorrow is going to be the festival. I'll show you what to do with the festival days, since the flower festival is not really anything that we can do. I mean, you can go to it, but it's a waste of a day because you'd rather use it for resource hunting and stuff like that. And then we'll close out the season. See, we got the 23rd, so we'll do the 23rd, the 24th, and the 25th on one more video, and then we'll do 26th, 27th, and 28th to finish out. So I'll do 2 videos of 3 days each. But once again, everybody, I appreciate y'all very much. Be sure to hit that like button on YouTube and leave some comments down there. Let me know what you think of the video and all that good stuff. And we'll see y'all next time. And as I said, we'll be closing out spring pretty soon. Until then, take care of yourselves and have a good one.